Hello everyone, this is Vinita. Welcome back to Vinita Online Nursing Classes. Today let's discuss the topic from the subject nutrition. The topic is preservation of nutrients. Whatever the nutrients we are going to take, vitamins, minerals, proteins, carbohydrates. So what are the methods to preserve those kind of the nutrients? Many foods cannot be consumed raw and it have to be cooked to make them tasty and digestible. But by the time of the food is cooked, there are several nutrients losses. While cooking, there may be we used to lose several types of the food nutrients are going to be lost while cooking. However, if care is taken in cooking in right way, their losses can be minimized. Let's see how we have to preserve the nutrients. First one is foods cooked by steam. Whatever the foods we are going to cook by the steam, for example idlis, they are having very easily digestible and are suitable for the small children and even the aged people. Foodstuffs like vegetables and the rice also can be cooked with the help of the steam in only in a single vessel. The nutrients losses in steaming are less when compared to boiling because the vessel is kept closed. Coming to the second one, it is very nutritious to include vegetables which can be eaten raw like carrots, tomatoes, cucumbers, beetroots, onions, cabbage and the beans. In an appropriate preparations like the vegetable salads, we have to use only the nutritious vegetables. What we have to include? Nutritious. It is very nutritious when we are going to include the vegetables. These we can able to prepare many of the vegetable salads with the vegetables, and these not only add variety and the color to the meal but also provide many nutrients like vitamins, minerals, proteins. Different types of the nutrients can be provided. And the third one is there are certain tips to remember when cooking rice, vegetables and the pulses. Why they are mentioning here certain tips means washing of rice in a several times before cooking results in the loss of many water soluble vitamins and the nutrients like B complex vitamins will be losing when we used to wash rice in a several times. Washing the rice not more than the twice in just different or the sufficient water can retain many of the vitamins ma. And the next one is to prevent the loss of nutrients, water just sufficient for cooking the rice should be used. In many homes, when we are cooking the rice or when the rice is cooked, the kanji or the starch water is drained off and wasted. If you observe, you can see this type of the kanji or like starch water may be drained off or waste. The wasting of the kanji or the starch water is not at all good practice because the kanji contains many of the nutrients like B complex vitamins. To prevent the loss of the nutrients, the water just sufficient for cooking the rice should be only used. The sufficient water, if you put the sufficient water, then there is no wastage of kanji or starch like water. In some homes, this starch water is utilized for some other preparations also. In combination with the rice or the consumed like with the curries or something else. That is a good practice. What is the good practice? The kanji, whatever the water, starch water is coming out from the cooked rice, the kanji water and the starch water they are using with for the some other preparation. That is the good practice, and whatever they are doing, that we must be encouraged to do likewise. Then vegetables, coming to the vegetables contains vitamins and the minerals. The vitamins and the minerals will be having the dissolved in the water during the process of cooking. Generally while cooking we used to dissolve in the water. While chopping the vegetables also we used to put in the water. All the vegetables that should be washed well. After washing well, then only cut into big cubes, and later we can able to cook the food. See here, some people will be cut into a small pieces. Here the cutting of the small pieces will be increasing the exposed areas. By that it increases the loss of nutrients. Next one, the water which is used for the cooking vegetables should not be drained. If drained, that should be added to some other preparation like sambar or rasam or something preparation. So if there is no preparation, like preparation of anything, then you should not drain the water. Next one, rooted vegetables will be there. The rooted vegetables like potato and the sweet potato should be cooked in their skins. So many we are habituated to peel the skin, but to preserve the nutrients, what they are telling, rooted vegetables, potato and the sweet potato should be cooked in their skins to retain all the nutrients. But many of our country people, our area people were habituated to peel the skin, and then only we used to habituated to cook the whatever the rooted vegetables. Coming to the eighth one, adding baking soda to pulses during cooking. This adding of baking soda will be hastens cooking. Through baking soda shortens the cooking time. The B complex vitamins which are going to present, that will be going to be destroyed. This practice should be completely discouraged, because the adding the baking soda is not good for the pulses. By that the vitamin B complex will be completely destroyed by the adding of baking soda. Then next one is the ninth one, green leafy vegetables. So most of the young girls are not habituated to eat the green leafy vegetables. But many of our elders or many of the scientists or the doctors used to prescribe us, you have to take green leafy vegetables more content. Green leafy vegetables should first be washed thoroughly in running water and then cut into pieces. After cutting into the pieces, then immediately cook. Here what we are doing while cooking the green leafy vegetables, water for the cooking is not necessary if the water is present. After washing those kind of the green leafy vegetables, so then there should not be used any more water after completion of the washing. So till the completion of the cooking we should not be, if once washed, then immediately we should not touch with the other water. By that we can able to preserve the nutrients. Then 10th one is overcooking vegetables. Here overcooking vegetables increases the loss of nutrients. That should be remembered by everyone. Cooking vegetables only till when it gets the tender, that is enough for the cooking. By that tenderness we can't able to lose the nutrients from that kind of the vegetables, then we can able to preserve all the kind of the nutrients from those kind of the vegetables. Next one, fresh vegetables that are brought, that should be cooked soon, and that should not be stored for long, and it should not be exposed to the sunlight and also air also, because by excessive exposure to the air and by excessive exposure to the sunlight, that may loss of certain type of the nutrients which were presenting in those kind of the fresh vegetables. Fried foods are difficulty to digest. Yes, many of the people are used to avoid fried foods because it is especially for the only old age people and small children's. Many of the people will be avoiding the fried foods for the small children and the old age people. If we want to give for the children, only the small amounts of the should be given to the children. While frying of the foods, it is a more common to practice to have some oil left in the pan. This oil should be strained and used up as soon as possible. We should not use excess and we should not use less. We should use according to the possibility of our food cooking. And then next one is the using the same heated oil by adding some more fresh oil is not good. Remember, this is the most important point. While frying anything or while like we are doing any type of the tiffins, vada or spinach bhaji, which was prepared by the oil. So here many of the people will be having that using the oil, reusing of that oil. Continuously if you are going to reheat the oil, that can make sometimes result in the formation of the harmful products. Leftover, whatever after preparation, whatever leftover oil, that can be used for either seasoning for some other preparation as soon as possible, or consumption of repeatedly heated oil that which contains substances dangerous to health can be prevented. And the last one is, it is always better to serve food hot because it tastes better, and also reheating also may destroy some of the nutrients. These are the preservation of nutrients. There are the 14 steps of preservation of nutrients. Got it? Then let's discuss safe handling method. How we have to handle the food in a safe manner. Safe food handling. There are the many rules that will be illustrate the exact application of the principles, mainly to follow the safe food practices. Let's see what are the safe food handling practices. First one is personal hygiene. We the nurses especially always used to say that maintain personal hygiene. So here also, while preparing the food, we have to remember that to maintain personal hygiene. Like, we should not permit individuals with the cold or the throat infections or the sore throat, diarrhea. People who are suffering with these type of the conditions, we should not permit them to handle food until they have recovered. And then we should not permit anyone, those who are having different types of the infections or the boils or the something different types of the abnormalities, we should not allow them to touch those kind of the food area. And also remember that avoid complete sneezing and coughing near the kitchen, or means near the food. Always every 20 minutes or the half an hour or 15 minutes, you have to wash your hands. Along with that, after using the toilets or scratching the head or other parts of the body or blowing the nose, you have to wash your hands. We know that suitable hand washing facilities included like the warm water, soap, towels that must be conveniently available to the food handler. And also avoid indiscriminate handling of the foods with the fingers. Sometimes we are habituated to handle the food with the indiscriminate fingers. The proper use of the tongues and other serving utensils should be taught to all the food handlers. Okay, so remember that who are going to handle the food, they must be taught regarding the what are the rules and what are the personal hygiene that person should be maintained. After we are see here, some people will be tasting the food, then immediately they used to return the spoon onto the again their food, means their dishes. You must focus that do not return tasting spoon to food without washing it also. You have to wash, then immediately you have to return to the food vessel. If it is not at all washed, then immediately you should not take it to the kitchen or near to the vessel. If you maintain these kind of the steps, then you can able to maintain the good personal hygiene, then you can able to safe handling of your food. Then second one is the food processing. Here food processing means like preparation. In the markets or the whatever food we want, we used to select from the markets or the supermarkets or the vegetable markets. First selection of the foods from the plants or the markets which maintains the high standards for the sanitation. The foods which are going to make the high sanitation, then only we must prefer the food which is going to give a good sanitation. And also we have to purchase only the pasteurized milk, purified milk, and freshly ground nut means ground meat also, and that should be used within the 24 hours after the purchasing. Generally if we take any meat, immediately we used to cook. We should not store that one. We are not at all habituated to store also. That should be cooked immediately within the 24 hours after the purchase. Protect our and to protect the food at home in the market or the from the flies or the insects, contamination by the unnecessary handling or the sneezing or the coughing. After getting from the market or the supermarket, what we have to do, wash all the fruits and the vegetables before storing in the refrigerator. Okay, and use a special pressure cooker for canning all non-acidable vegetables like meats or the poultry. Boil home canned non-acid vegetables and the meat for the 6 to 8 minutes before use. And also discard without tasting all the food from tin cans which bulge or from glass jars with spot upon being opened. Okay, use frozen foods only promptly after thawing. Whatever the foods we are going to process in our homes or the market, that should be labeled in carefully label with the insect powders and other chemicals. So if you are not at all labeling with the insect powder, so around the food completely the insects will be forming and other chemicals will be coming into the food, and that is going to destroy. We should not keep them near foods, means wherever the chemicals or wherever the insects were presenting, we should not keep the foods near to them, and whatever the insects or the whatever the chemical, that should be, we have to send out by the anyway process of anything. If the food has been prepared or something food we have prepared, that should be keeping them out of the reach of the small children. So whatever the food we have prepared, that should not be reached by the small children, because by their attitude or by their behavior, means they can able to fall them easily down. That is the food processing. Then the third one is refrigeration. Refrigeration means generally you know that first our refrigerator should be kept in the temperature at 40 degrees to 45 degrees Then after the keeping the temperature, we can able to permit the adequate circulation of the air, sound around the foods in the refrigerator. Some foods may be unwrapped foods before putting them into the refrigerator, especially protect meat with a loose covering or the wax paper, and place vegetables and fruits in the hydrator pan. The refrigerate cooked foods as soon as possible after cooking. And all the cream filled bakery products, that should be keep only in the refrigerator. And the sandwich also we can able to put in the refrigerator. Whatever the bakery items or whatever the baked products, ice creams or the milk and the milk products, that we can able to put safely in the refrigerator. This is also one of the safe food handling method. Then last one is care of equipment. After finishing our meals or the dinner, what we have to do? Clean all the kitchen equipment. Generally we used to take. So if we take our mother example, for 1 week or for 15 days she used to clean all the vessels which were presenting in the kitchen. Means caring of the particular equipments in a room or in a kitchen. Clean all the kitchen equipments thoroughly after each use. Public health regulations require that dishes in the public eating places should be washed at least 20 seconds. If any plates or any dishes were using in the public places like any parties or the function, that vessels must be cleaned at the 20 seconds at 140 degrees in a mechanical washer. If you are going to wash it in a mechanical washer, that should be used at least 140 degrees, and that should be rinsed at least 10 seconds When hand washing is used, the dishes should remain the rinsed water at 170 degrees at least 30 seconds, and detergents, soap, water should be used as directed by the manufacturer and their concentration maintained throughout the washing period. And also instruct all the food handlers in proper use of all the equipments. This is the care of equipment. What we have discussed: care of equipments, refrigerations, food processing, personal hygiene. These all are coming under the safe food handling. Got it? Then let's see the food storage, where we have to store the food. Proper storaging of the food is an important part of reducing the risk of food poisoning. Some foods must be stored in the fridge and eaten within a short space of time. Other foods such as flour, pulses, canned foods and many of others last much longer. That can be stored at the room temperature also. But even dry foods have limited on their storage time. So always we have to watch out for the storage instructions. To store the food, we have to choose the exact right place, right temperature, and along with the right temperature we also have to look at the right time. Let's see what are the places to store the food. First one is the fridges. Only the fridges and the freezers. Raw foods such as the meat and the poultry may contain many of the microbes that can cause food poisoning. To prevent those, they store them in the fridge only. To prevent those kind of the organisms or those kind of the poisoning chemicals, we can able to store only in the fridge. To avoid cross contamination, these foods will be away from the other foods, especially cooked foods and the ready to eat foods such as salads, fruits, cooked meat, cheeses, bread and sandwiches. Ready to eat. Whatever the ready to eat foods are there, that should be stored with the well covered on the bottom of the shelf of the fridge, so they can't drip onto other foods. And remember that what are the materials, what are the food items should be protected in the fridge means, first one is the eggs should be kept in the fridge in their egg box. Keep prepared cold foods. Keep prepared cold foods in the fridge until it's time to eat them. Never put open cans in the fridge because transfer contents into a storage container or covered bowl and remember to use within the 2 days only. And store foods in the separate covered containers. Cover dishes and other open containers with foil or the film. Don't refuse foil or the film to wrap the other foods, so that we have to store the foods in a separate covered containers. How we have to maintain the freezers? We are storing the eggs, we are storing the cooked vegetables, we are storing the bakery items. Then what is the maintenance of our freezer? First we have to make sure that our freezer must be in a clean and in a good working condition. And also we have to check the freezer with the thermometer about the freezer temperatures. The coldest part of the fridge should be at more than plus 5 degrees and the freezer at the 18 degrees, minus 18 degrees or below. So nowadays we are not at all using the thermometer, just we are going into the fridge and we are just moving we are pointing the point, then automatically the freezer movement, the temperature is running according to that point wise. Avoid overloading of the fridge. If the fridge is overpacked with the food or the iced up, it's harder to keep the temperature down, Clean all the internally, not only internally, here clean all the external and the internal surface. Especially internally we have to clean because we are storing the foods in the fridge shelves and the door storage of the compartments. That should be clean. This is the maintenance of deep freezer while storing of food. Then what is the storage time? Let's see what is the storage time. No food lasts forever however well it is stored. Mostly pre-packed foods carry either use by or best before date. Have you observed? If the food is pre-packed, then there will be presence of use by or best before date. We have to check them carefully. And look out for an advice on how long food can be kept for once packing has been opened. Use by dates means coming here for highly perishable foods. Those that go off quite quickly. No one likes to waste the food, but it can be dangerous to eat foods past date because use by date. Already the date has expired. So if once the date was expired, then the food should not be used by the persons. Then best before dates. These are the foods with a longer life. They indicate how long the food will be at its best quality. Even if a food is within these dates, doesn't eat if it looks, taste or the smells off. We should not eat even it is a expired dates or the best before dates. If it looks tasty or the appearance, we should not eat them. Always throw away any fruit or the vegetable that has been started to rot, means that has been started to damage. And never eat food from the rusty or the damaged cans, from leaking cartons. Okay. Throw away perishable foods, means damaged foods that has been left out at the room temperature for more than a couple of hours. All the food may become the food scrap means the damaging of the food, spoilage of the food. Other than that, leftovers should be stored in the fridge and also eaten within the 2 or 3 days. Next one, freezer Storage times means what is the storage time of the freezer? Means we have to check the label on the pre-packed food to see if it is suitable for the home freezing. If so, freeze as soon as possible after the purchase. The star marking. So if we observe the fridges, there are the 5-star markings will be there. 5-star, 3-star, 2 stars. So here the star marking panel on the food labels will tell you that how long you can store your food depending upon your type of freezers. When freezing home cooked foods that uses clean freezer bags and label them with the date and the description of the food, once again you have to check your freezer manual, because to see how long you can store the foods. This is the storage time of the food. Got it? Where we can able to store? Freezer. So what are the foods we can able to store? Exact right place is the fridge, and the right area is the right time is the exact, we have to see the right time, and right temperature we have to maintain at the only refrigerator. Got it? Then coming to the next topic, methods of food preservation. What are the methods to preserve the food? To preserve the many of the foods, we have to follow methods. If you are not at all following methods, so the food can't able to preserve any more. There are the different types of the different methods of the food preservations. The first one is the refrigeration, canning, deep freezing and deep freezing. Fourth one is sun drying. You can eliminate or you can exclude EMA. Sun drying and dehydration. Fifth one is salt treatment. Sixth one is marinating. Chemical preservation. Eighth one is radiation. Let's discuss one by one. Refrigeration. Already we have discussed previous regarding the freezer, refrigerator in previous slides. We have seen what are the food items that should be stored in the freeze. Vegetables that should be stored in a cool place or in a refrigerator. Storing of the fresh vegetables at a room temperature, especially in hot weather conditions, would result in the spoilage and the loss of the vitamins and the minerals. So that vegetables should be stored in a relative to the humidifying conditions only. The temperature wherever having the above 40 degrees would promote shriveling and sprouting of the vegetables. If the temperature is lower than 32 degrees, lowering the temperature 32 degrees to 34 degrees, that causes potatoes to become sweet potatoes. And freeze at 26 degrees to 28 degrees. In no case should this temperature drop for any part of the storage. Slight frosting ruptures cells so that they become susceptible to fungal contamination, which may cause extensive damage to the health. Got it? The refrigerator must be at least above 40 degrees. If it is having lower temperature 32 to 34, the potatoes will be turned into the sweet potatoes, and the freezer which will be having the 26 to 28 degrees. So there is no proper, in this temperature there is no proper storage of the food. Then let's see the second one is the canning, means preserving of the foods in the cans or the jars. Canned vegetables or the canned food materials that are easy to store and they have much nutritive values as fresh or frozen products. When the foods are canned in the home, a pressure canner should always be used for low acid foods, that including most vegetables like poultry, meat, in order to that the bacteria and their heat as resistant spores may be destroyed. Coming to the fruits and the tomatoes, in canning method, Coming to the fruits and the tomatoes into the jars, or that being acid foods. Fruits and the tomatoes are the acid foods that may be safely canned at boiling temperatures. Coming compared, it is very good when compared to the frozen, means compared to the freezing method. Whatever the packing foods in the jars or the containers and the heating for the stipulated lengths of time in a water bath, that will be preferable to the open kettle method of packing hot food into the jars without further heating. Kettle food means whatever the packed food, canned food, so that will be still heat, so till the 24 hours or the 12 hours, that will be having particular time of the heating. There is no chance to heat further. The whatever the canned foods, that should be stored in a cool and the dry place at the low humidity, since moisture on the labels causing rusting, this eventually causes pinpoints with the subsequent loss of goods. So if the cans were having with the any types of the rusting or something else, then we should not store the food in the rusted canning. Okay, then coming to the third one is the deep freezing. All frozen foods must be stored at 0 degrees if they are to retain or high percentage of their nutrients and the good eating qualities. But even mold growth is possible at the temperatures about 15%. 15% means 15 degrees, which is lower temperature than that it is required for the freezing water. Means what is the temperature should be there, at least 15 degrees of the temperature should be there to store the food materials. The kind of the deterioration that occurs at the temperatures higher than 0 degrees will vary with the kind of vegetables. In some cases only color and the flavors are the lost, but under other condition the nutritive losses also can occur. Coming to the peas, if we see the peas will be stored above 15 degrees, will quickly lose their desirable bright green color and the acquired into the yellow brown tint color. Means immediately there is a changing green to it may come into the yellowish color, and also along with the color also the flavors also may be changed. If there is a temperature is below 15 degrees, the growth of the microorganisms and the enzymatic activities are minimum. Hence the vegetables can be preserved for some times by keeping them at this temperature by any kind of the refrigerators. These refrigerators or dehydro freezing, that will be relatively to the new process of consisting in a evaporating about half the water than freezing the product. It has been applied particularly to the fruits and the vegetables only. The freezing should be applied, deep freezing should be only applied for the fruits and the vegetables. Here, to store this kind of the method, the cost of the packing and the shipping and the storage, that must be reduced, because the water is added to reconstitute the food when it is going to be cooked. Freeze drying consisting in a placing the frozen food under a vacuum, which is to remove the water. The product will be retained in its original shape, look and taste. These look, shape and taste very much like a fresh product when it is rehydrated. Then next one, fourth one, sun drying and dehydration. It is one of the most popular method of preserving food in the sun drying and the dehydration method. This is one of the procedure which will be retard the growth of microorganisms. Means retardation means we used to destroy the microorganisms and also inactivate the enzymes which is more thrive only in the moist conditions. Dehydration is the process of removing the moisture in the vegetables. Dehydration will be removing the moisturization in the vegetables through the techniques of the dehydration. Vegetables like the potatoes, carrots, peas, green peas, cabbage and the cauliflower, onion, beetroots, bananas and the bottle gourd can be preserved in the method of the dehydration. Coming to the seasonal vegetables can be sun-dried, that will be used half season. Some of the leafy vegetables that can be preserved by drying of the leaves like chana, methi means menthi, coriander and the mint. Okay, this is the sun drying and the dehydration method. Then the fifth one is the salt treatment. Here salt is also acting as a preservative when it is used in the high concentration, 15 to 20%, as in the pickles of mango or the lemon. We used to put the salt in the 15 to 20% in the preparation of the pickles like mango and the lemon. At this concentration, microorganisms cannot grow and the fermentation is completely prevented. This concentration makes the food too salty for eating and only a few foods are preserved in this type of the manner. In weaker concentration of the salt, the lactic acid bacteria develop rapidly and the growth of the other undesirable substances from the food and the sugars that will be extracted serve as a food for friendly bacteria. When here an adequate sugar is present, the fermentation will proceed to a point where the acid concentration will stop practically all bacterial action. At this point of the color, flavor, texture of the products are changed to the pickle stage. Means 15 to 20% of the food should be, salt should be added to the particular type of the pickles, then they can able to prevent all the fermentations, all the bacterial microorganisms. By that they can able to give the good color, texture and the flavor of the products that will be changing into the pickle stage. Marinating. Here marinating or the treating the, especially we used to marinate the meat products. If we want to marinate the vegetables, we can also able to marinate with the vinegar, lemon juice. That is a desirable procedure, as this we can able to enhance the flavor. To enhance the flavor only, then we used to marinate. The treatment also protects these kind of the procedure or these kind of the marinating treatment will be protecting the ascorbic acid. Vinegar is mostly used for the pickles, but the acetic acid in the finished pickle should not be less than 2%. To avoid the dilution of vinegar by water released from the vegetable tissues, the vegetables are put in a strong concentration of vinegar, about 10% of acidity. The vegetables they have to keep at least 10% of acidity. Then the vegetables will be having in a strong concentration with the 10% of the vinegar. These kind of the marinating expels gases present in the intracellular spaces of any type of the vegetable tissues. Seventh one is chemical preservation. Chemical preservation is the sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate is a salt of benzoic acid. This is one of the chemical to preserve. It will be used in the preservation of ketchup and sauces. These are the popular items like tomato ketchup and mixed vegetable sauces are from the same ingredients as chutneys. For preservation of both ketchup and sauces, 1 gram to 55 grams of sodium benzoate glacial acetic acid. Sodium benzoate glacial acetic acid, SBGAC. How much the percentage of the sodium benzoate glacial acetic acid should be added? 1 gram to 55 grams of SBGC should be added. The rate of 5 ml per kg. 5 ml per kg. This is added to, that should be added to the finish the exact product. Got it? 1 gram to 55 grams of sodium benzoate glacial acetic acid at the rate of how much ml? 5 ml per kg. By finishing this only, the product is going to, by adding this amount only, the product is going to be finished. And the last and the final one is the radiation. With the radiation technique, the root vegetables like the potatoes and the onions and the carrots, these can be prevented from the germination for long periods. Radiation also controls metabolic process, which will be resulting in the delayed ripening of vegetables and the fruits through the reduced respiratory rates. It reduces dependence on chemical preservatives and use of pesticides, which will be having host residues both in the environment and also in the foodstuffs, that will be causing much concern. By these kind of the radiation method, one can avoid recontamination and also re-infiltration of the packed and the sealed foods. Radiation only can be done without disturbing the packaging of the any types of the food materials. This method of the food preservation will permit containers that will be according to their economical, light in weight, and also it requires less place for the storage without any using of the refrigerators. That is the method of food preservation. These are the 8 methods of food preservation. What we have discussed? We have discussed the preservation of the nutrients, safe food handling methods. Under the safe food handling methods, there are the 4 methods: personal hygiene, food processing, refrigeration, and the care of the equipment. And coming to the food storage must be according to the right place, right temperature, and the right time. Where we have to store the food? Fridges, means refrigerators. The storage time and the maintenance of the refrigerator, at least it should be +5 degrees and 18 degrees. Methods of the food preservation should be refrigeration, canning method, deep freezing method, sun drying and dehydration method, salt treatment method, marinating method, chemical preservation method, radiation method. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you everyone. If you like this video, please like and support me. Do share with your friends and subscribe for more updates.